Ladies and gentlemen, the youth of 2019, I would like to say these three words. You need to wake up, you need to dress up, and you need to show up. Please repeat with me. You need to wake up, you need to dress up, and you need to show up. Guys, I woke up, I dressed up, and I showed up. I'm here today. I have learned these three words the first time I attended an event yati called Tembisa. And my experience was so overwhelming to a point where I wanted to compete in the pitching competition. I see our pitchers are here. You better be ready, boss. You better get up here and tell people exactly what they want to hear, exactly what you do, and exactly what the impact is. So today, guys, that video I just shared with you was a video that was taken by CNN International, where they were focusing at innovative cities, and they looked at Johannesburg as one of the innovative cities in Africa. So literally, they were looking just for two solutions in South Africa that can change the innovative cities. And I was fortunate enough to be found as one of those solutions. They want to be interviewing and actually featuring in their innovative city feature. So the experience of that feature alone was overwhelming. I mean, the lady came from, the interviewer came all the way from New York to come and meet me at Tsimolokhong. A lot of you know about Tsimolokhong. It's a precinct down in Braamfontein. It's built for us young black entrepreneurs, you know, Indian or black or Chinese, it doesn't matter. And as long as you're an innovator. So in them coming there, actually, they exposed me to a world that I have never been into. Apparently, there was over 400,000 viewers of that interview in America. So Americans know about me. Trust that. Yeah, round of applause, guys, yeah? I mean, guys, we need to appreciate these small achievements, but in a big way. And at that time, I don't know if you guys noticed on the video, like the app was a bit dodgy. Like actually, we didn't have an app at that time. It was purely a prototype design that we had. But I was showcasing this in an international platform. But because I've got I had the confidence and I had the courage of exactly what the system actually can do and its ability. To give you some background, actually before I do that, can I just take a selfie from here, guys? You guys need to shout, yeah, T! Join us for T! Say that again? Yeah, thank you. I've always wanted to do that. So, give you some background. I used to work for multinationals. I worked for big companies like Gijima. I worked for EOH, big corporates in ICT. And these are multinational ICT products or service providers. And then 9 years later, out of that experience, I decided I need to find my own way out. I've always been an inspired entrepreneur. I've always been having this vision of running my own business. I've always had this vision of changing the world with just one thing. And I studied business management, you know, nothing to do with IT. But I was in this IT environment where I gained much experience, knowledge, and capacity on what the ability of technology can do. I mean, I sold big solutions to government and all sorts of private companies as well. I made millions for the companies that I used to work for. My role was purely a pre-sales engineer. So I would take a product that's in the market and actually put it in a client and actually find a gap between the customer and the solution. That's what I used to do. I did that for like 9 years, and then I resigned. I was earning a lot of money, but I resigned. I was earning more than a doctor, but I resigned. And for the mere fact that I resigned was purely for the vision that I had. But I didn't know what I was going to do. But I knew I was going to do some business, but I didn't know what it was. But now thinking about the time that I spent in that 9 years of my experience, from financial services to IT, I did like 4 years financial services, and then 6 years, 6 to 8, 4 years of 5 years of IT. And in that retrospect of my experience, I realized when I looked back all the things that I've done, and looking at how I was one of the youngest pre-sales engineer, the company that I used to work for. Like everyone who was there was above the age of 40 and upwards. I was like 25. I was eating nice, but I was making a lot of money for these people. And then I thought about, what can I do? And then I didn't know what to do. And I did what a lot of entrepreneurs do when they start, is do what? Maybe I'll actually pose the question to you guys. What does the first entrepreneur, or when you start a businessman, when you say you're a businessman, what do you first do? Anybody in the crowd can answer that question. Okay. So what I first did was, I became a jack of all trades. That's what most entrepreneurs do when they start a business. They become a jack of all trades. So you do everything. Whatever people, you can do that, you can do it. I could sell computers, I could do networking, I could do software. Man, I could do everything. I could do websites, everything that you actually would require in an IT environment, I would offer you, even though I didn't have the skills, even though I didn't have the capacity, I didn't have the people, actually the resources to do that. But I would offer you that. I did that for probably 6 months. It didn't work out. I was getting abantu bafuna my website, abafuna ukubhadala, bafuna ama discount because it's a black SMME or it's a black to black business. Bafuna ama cheap rates. And these are things that we as entrepreneurs are facing every day. And then I realized this is not working for me, because I'm making like not even close to what I used to earn. And then I thought about, I should go back to work. And then something in my mind that got me out of work said, no, you can't go back. You need to find something else. And then I like the video says, or sorry, our MC said, I'm from the Township, Kuruleni, Fosloras. That's where, Katlohong is where I was born and raised. K1. K1, yo! Yeah, and I realized that I need to go back to my roots. And my roots are back in the Free State, Putadi Chaba in Kwakwa, the most rural municipality in Free State. And I went back there, and I didn't know what I was going to do when I got back there. But I figured there's opportunities there, because that's what people think. And I went there with not an idea what I'm exactly going to do, but I had a business now. I had a company was registered. Everything was, CK was there. I had B certificate. I had a tax clearance. I had a business plan. I had all these things that you would want. I tried applying for funding. You can't get funding because you don't have traction. That means you don't have a customer. You don't have anyone buying your services. But I've built so many websites. I've sold so many computers. They don't count because it was not a stable business. Because I was trying to do everything. And then I decided, let me find something that will actually build me, and something that I'm strong at as well. I'm very strong at selling. I can sell anything. And then I looked at that skill, that talent of mine that I have, that I didn't acquire at school, but it was a talent that I have. And over the years, I built. And then looked at, okay, let me find an opportunity in the municipality of Kwakwa. And I went to the mayor's offices. I went and I pitched my business. I pitched for an opportunity. I went to platforms where they had imbizos, where they had public meetings. I went there and I exposed myself with this idea. I had no solution. I had an idea that I had not even written down as yet. Because the most important thing about ideas is that you need to write it down. Because a dream starts with you writing it down. If you don't write that dream down, it will never come true. Because you need to write it down and look at it every day, every morning, and read about it and expand on it because it's written down. If it's just written in your head, it's not going to work. There's too many things written in your head. So I then got an opportunity to pitch at the mayor's budget speech. Yo, imagine, this is like my first time in a public place where I'm pitching to my customer that I want. But I didn't have an idea of exactly what I'm going to be selling this customer of mine. And the mayor put me on the spot. And it's like, hey, young people, you want businesses, you want opportunities, you must go up there and tell the communities and tell the councillors exactly what you want and exactly what you're doing. I stood up there with courage, as I always have, and I spoke about technology. I didn't speak about a product or a problem. I spoke about technology. And I was talking about IoT, I was speaking about cybersecurity, I was speaking about artificial intelligence. And these people in the room don't know exactly what these things are. They've never heard about these things. They only know technology in a computer, kapa cell phone. But there's something that hit the nail when I spoke about automation. Yeah, this is the young CEO, guys. Give him a round of applause. Upcoming CEO. So then, guys, to bring the story closer to you, when after my pitch, the mayor said to me, hey, we're looking for something. Somebody's robbing the municipality every month. They're taking out R2 from their account, but they don't know where this money is going to. Every month, R2 is going out. Guys, it's been happening for the past 10 years. Somebody's been transferring R2 from an account to themselves. So there were a lot of gaps in the municipality and knowing government. I didn't want to even intervene into that business. I said, Mayor, I can bring guys from Dubai, from China, from anywhere, my partners, to come and help you with this issue, because I had those partners. And I still do. It's something that I couldn't solve. But I decided, let me not focus to this. But I saw an opportunity where I could volunteer to shadow the mayor and his councillors. I volunteered to shadow the mayor. And in shadowing the mayor, literally, guys, every day I was working with the mayor, going to his programs, running his programs with him. I did that for 36 months. There was no salary, there was no income, no incentive, no stipend, nothing. It was purely from my own volunteering. I spent my savings that I did from my work to fulfill that research and to fulfill my shadowing of the mayor. So the mayor was not giving me money. I was spending time on my own with the mayor. 36 months I did that, and then I left Free State. I came back to Joburg. And in Joburg, they had these incubations and everything was happening. I needed an office. I needed to start building something. I didn't know what this something was. And then I looked back at what was I doing spending 36 months with the mayor. And then I saw, no, I was actually spending time with the mayor doing research of citizen participation, research on community development, research on service delivery. The biggest issue that has ever hit the ground was service delivery over the years. And then I saw there's a problem there with service delivery. And the problem is not there's no money, the problem is not there's no programs, there's nobody, there's no beneficiaries, but the problem is that there's a gap of communication. And then I went and did a design thinking methodology. So design thinking methodology is where you take the problem and then you match it to the solution. There's no solution, but there's a problem. I broke down the problem to like five key things. And these 5 key things are communication, direct communication. Secondly, it was the ability to apply remotely for a service at the comfort of your home. The third thing was the ability to rate the level of service that you receive from government, when you're going to a clinic, a school, a municipality service, or whatever it is. And then fourthly, it was the ability to report issues from the ground. Because in those rural areas, in townships, we know the streets and house numbering is not accurate. So it's hard for emergency services and government services to get to those households. With the ability of Let's Talk. And that'll be my wrap up. But before I wrap up, I want to make a key announcement. Is that, guys, I spent 36 months of research, just research, not internet research, groundwork research. I was not asking people, what do you think? No, I did the work. I was doing the actions. I saw the gaps. I heard the communities complaining. I heard the response from the mayor, what he says if they complain. I saw the mayor crying because citizens were shouting at him. He was a young man. I've been voting for ANC for 10 years. I still live in a shack. I've been voting for the ANC for the longest time. I still don't have a grant. You know? So I saw all these things happening because I spent time in research. And then we spent time of development of the system, over 18 months of just developing the system. When we launched the app, I made sure that it's available on both app stores, Android and Apple, because everyone needs to be accommodated. And that ability, thanks to my engineers, is actually in the room as well, Jeff. You know, he built this thing on native React, JavaScript. So you write one code, it runs on both platforms. Yes, wrapping up, my last announcement was 2018, October, we received the United Nations Top 15 Global Award. And this award, and I mean global, guys, this award was around sustainable development goals, the 17 goals. And our goal is goal number 16, where we are making institutes trustworthy and making them transparent and accountable. Hence the principle Batupeli. So in that award, it opened up a lot of opportunities for us at a global platform. So I'm gonna play the last video that shows the case study. Thank you guys, we'll see you around, eh?
Let's Talk app is a citizens' progress update mobile system which helps the local and provincial government reach the Batupeli principles that all projects must be completed in time and handed over to the rightful communities and citizens. Let's Talk app, help at your fingertips.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together one more time for Let's Play, Mr. Let's Play. That's your new name from now on. Amazing work. Thank you so much, brother. We wish you all the best. Thank you for your story of patience and keep pushing, man. Thank you. Thank you. There's no. We have a gift for you. Matsidi, so please can you bring the gift? This is just a token of appreciation. On behalf of T, would like to say thank you. There's no application inside. It's just a gift. Thank you so much, brother. All the best, Boza. Thank you.